Okay, this is going to be phase one of 4 phases of our CRM training. We're going to start by going to the reports, down to CRM. From there, we're going to have an option for an adjuster or an agent. We're going to do both of these, but we're going to start with the adjuster. We're going to scroll over to the status and highlight only active, light, and dark. And then from there, hit search. From here, we're going to come up with a list, and immediately what I'd like you to do is click on region. This is going to separate it between regions: Grand Rapids, Grand Rapids / Hart, Hart, Mount Pleasant, and Wisconsin's going to be a little different. So from here, you have two options: either open another window so you can view this, or print this out. Personally, I'd probably just print it out for simplicity reasons so we can review it with the team and decide who's going to be assigned to each individual agent based on their relationships with that agency. And Hart, for example, can just ignore the rest of them. Grand Rapids can ignore the rest of them. Grand Rapids and Hart, you're going to have to speak amongst yourselves to decide who's going to handle what. And then Mount Pleasant will be handled right in Mount Pleasant, and so on and so forth. So on a separate page, what Hart will have, we'll use it as an example, is they will have their list of active, light, and dark. Make sure you pay attention and understand what the difference between active, light, and dark is. So from another page, we're going to put in one of the agents, and we are going to put in, let's see, we're going to put in Truitt, the adjuster Truitt, right here. And he is light. So our message is going to be about being light, and Truitt. Okay, this is going to bring us to the people page. From there, we're going to click on the company. From the company, we're going to scroll down, find Mr. Truitt, hit the plus button, and be prepared to make a note. From here, we're going to confirm that we have his cell phone number and his email. We are going to call him. I'll explain a little bit what the general procedure is going to be. But based on the conversation or any contact, based on the reach out, even if there's no contact, we're going to make a note and we're going to schedule a follow-up. From there, back on the other page, it'll show when we made the note and when we have a follow-up scheduled. And then Hart would move on to the next one. There's different messages for each. We have our active talking points, our light talking points, and our dark talking points. Read these over and become familiar with them. They're fairly self-explanatory once you understand what the main points are. Don't read it out loud. You don't have to read it verbatim. Just get the general points of what we want to address. Again, go back and understand what active, light, and dark is. Two things to do here. Number one, call. First time, don't leave a message. Set a follow-up for 1 or 2 days later and call again. Again, if you don't make contact, don't leave a message. But follow up immediately with an email with that general message. Hey, how you doing? We haven't heard from you in a while, so on and so forth, depending on whether they're light, dark, or active. So these should be done, all 3 steps, if we don't make any contact at all, should be done within a 3-day period. So again, if you make contact, great. Try and schedule a lunch. Just say hi. This is all about reaching out and touching base with them. Now, if you do call, don't get a hold of them, don't leave a message. Call the next day, don't get a hold of him, don't leave a message. Follow it up immediately with an email. That would be 2 notes that you're going to put on this page under his name. First note would be called, did not leave a message. It'll automatically populate the date and who called, schedule a follow-up for the next day or 2. Your second note would be as you add another note by hitting plus, your second note would be called, no answer, sent email. And you would then populate in the follow-up another follow-up 21 to 25 days after that. When you send the email, you will send it from this page. And from there, the email will go out. Excuse me. We'll have a history of the email, and it all has to do with contacts. We don't use the company page or the person page to address any sort of jobs. This is all about reaching out and touching base, not job related. Asking for work, but not specific job related. Those, of course, would go on the job page, the individual job that we're working on. Okay, I believe that just about covers it in a short and sweet way. If you have any questions, please get a hold of John or Megan, and we will discuss further. Please make sure the appropriate boxes are checked here. And I really do need to follow up with an explanation of each of those. Whoops. As far as where it needs to be, what each of these mean. And we'll send something out on that. Okay, I believe that covers it. Thank you.